All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about one of those moments in science that's a genuine game changer. I'm talking about the AlphaFold database, an AI-powered atlas that is, no joke, completely reshaping how we understand life itself.
So just think about this for a sec. Proteins. They're the tiny little machines doing all the work in our bodies and in pretty much every living thing. For decades, scientists knew what they were made of, but figuring out their crazy complex 3D shapes, that was a huge problem. So what if you could suddenly see all of them in perfect detail?
And that question leads us right to this massive mystery that's been bugging biologists for over 50 years. It's called the protein folding problem. How does a simple string of chemicals know exactly how to twist and fold into a perfect working machine? And, this wasn't just some academic puzzle. The stakes couldn't have been higher. Because here's the fundamental rule. A protein's shape is its function. If it folds the wrong way, it doesn't work. That can lead to terrible diseases like Alzheimer's or cystic fibrosis. So for a long time, not knowing the shape meant we were basically flying blind.
And then, bam, everything changed. An AI from DeepMind called AlphaFold came along and just cracked it. It did what a lot of people thought was still decades away. It learned how to predict a protein's shape with a kind of accuracy nobody had ever seen before.
And the crazy part is how fast this all went down. I mean, look at this. In 2020, AlphaFold 2 shows up at this huge competition. Think of it as the Olympics of protein folding, and just blows everyone's minds. But here's the really important part. Just 1 year later, they didn't lock this technology away. Nope, they partnered with a major European lab and gave it to the world, creating a database that's totally free for everyone.
So what did they actually build? They built this, an incredible digital map of the entire protein universe. And you can access it with just a few clicks. It's amazing.
And the scale here is, well, it's just staggering. We are not talking about a few thousand structures. We're talking about millions upon millions of them, covering pretty much every protein science has ever cataloged, from us to plants to the tiniest little microbes.
Okay, so what do you actually see when you look something up? Of course, you get the predicted 3D model, but you also get this really cool confidence score where the AI literally tells you, hey, I'm really sure about this part, but maybe a little less sure about that part. It's so transparent. It also links right to other critical databases like UniProt, so you can immediately see the full story of what that protein actually does.
And let me be clear, this is so much more than just a cool science project. This database is out there in the real world, sparking a quiet revolution in labs every single day.
It's completely changed how scientists work. I mean, think about it. Before this, figuring out a single structure could take years. It could be someone's entire PhD thesis. Now, you look it up in seconds. So you can instantly get a structure, which just massively speeds up your research, and that leads directly to brand new discoveries. It's an accelerator for science itself.
And you see this ripple effect everywhere. Folks trying to create new drugs can now see their target and design a molecule that fits perfectly, like a key in a lock. Researchers studying genetic diseases can finally see how one tiny mutation warps a protein's shape. People are even designing totally new enzymes to do things like break down plastic. It's become a fundamental tool.
But to really get why this is such a big deal, you gotta see where it fits in the whole ecosystem of biological data. It didn't just replace the old tools, it added a whole new, powerful layer to the map.
This table lays it out pretty clearly. You've got the PDB, the protein data bank, that's the gold standard, structures that have been proven in a lab. Super accurate, but slow and expensive. Then there's UniProt, which is kind of like the Wikipedia for proteins. It tells you what they do. But there was this huge gap. What about all the millions of proteins we hadn't solved in a lab? That's where AlphaFold DB comes in. It fills that gap with incredibly good predictions.
And I just love this quote, because it absolutely nails it. This isn't just another data set. It's a whole new kind of infrastructure for biology. And yeah, it's powered by AI, but it's built on a bedrock of real, hard science.
So where does this leave us? What's next? The thing is, AlphaFold DB isn't just about proteins. It's a preview, a signpost for where all of science is probably heading.
Because what's truly revolutionary here is that it's open to everyone. It's free. By putting it all out there, they basically handed the keys to the kingdom to any researcher, any student, anywhere in the world. All you need is an internet connection. It's an engine for discovery, for all of us.
So here we are. We've used AI to start mapping the entire protein universe. That is an absolutely monumental achievement. And it really just leaves you with one big, exciting question, right? What other massive, complex maps of our world is AI going to help us draw next?